Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
Okay, well, Dr. Appleton, big smile. You're so great.
Good morning,
Yeah.
good morning,
Good
Boca
morning.
Raton.
Good morning, Boca Raton. So, you know, it's interesting that we always, when I look at you, I always say, okay, pain away. You know, there are people who are in very, very big pain, but somehow they grin and bear it, or they get themselves doped up on medication. What should they be doing?
Well, the medical doctors, it's such an easy gig for a medical doctor. I'm a chiropractor, and as a chiropractor, we treat without drugs. But medical doctors, you know, they just write scripts like all day long. Pain for this, pain for that, pain for that, pill for this, pill for that. And like the drugging in America, I think the national survey is 100 people a day die in America from overdoses. 100 a day, because America's in pain. And one of the things, when I do the show, that same day or on Monday and Tuesday, I get calls, people come in, and they bring me their list of pills. They bring me the pills that they're taking. It would choke a horse, seriously. And these medical doctors should look in the mirror and say, mirror, mirror on the wall, what the hell are we doing? We're just drugging America. When they're older, middle, or young, the pills are everywhere. So when people come to me, like, you know, they say, well, I don't know, it's $120 for a treatment. Insurance doesn't pay for it. But I either get these pills free or I get a discount and I pop them all day long. Yeah, I'm constipated. I can't do anything. My life is in a terrible situation. I can't function. I can't live. I can't do my activities. It's sad. Well, and you have to take the reins of your life and control it. Because if you let the medical doctors control it and you've been on drugs so long, there are alternatives. Acupuncture, I do acupuncture. Physical therapy, I do physical therapy. I do laser therapy. I have robotic lasers. And the robotic lasers, like I say, bye-bye pain, bye-bye pain. But a lot of times people do not want to get out of pain. People have the pain to talk to their family member. Oh. How do you feel today? Oh, I'm in pain.
Really?
Or if you go to a restaurant when the waitress says, how is everybody? Are you going to start telling the waitress, oh, I'm in so much pain, I can't function? You don't know. But maybe you can't go to dinner. Maybe you can't sit. Maybe you can't go to a movie. Maybe you can't go on a plane. Maybe you can't sit in a car. Maybe you can't go to Publix to do your daily shopping. Pain takes your spirit away.
Well, let's just talk about, you said something about being a chiropractor, and for many, many years, we knew chiropractors had certain ways to make you feel better. I know I told you the story of my mother who was terrible pain, and then she went to a chiropractor years ago when it wasn't a lot of people said, a chiropractor, you know, it was all this BS that they did, but you did a great job, and you never used medication.
No.
It was always your hands, and now you actually don't use medication, but you have something that's superior.
Well, as a chiropractor, we do physical therapy, ultrasound, electric stim, massage units. We have all different types of things, and I'm certified in doing acupuncture as well for many, many, many years. But the lasers came about, and it was an alternative way of treating without having any adverse reactions. These lasers that I have go in 2 to 3 inches in. You don't feel it. You don't even know it's on, and it increases blood circulation and it increases oxygen, and you get better. Does it help everybody? No, you can't help everybody. Wish I could, but majority of people, they come into me with a knee problem. I had a person come in yesterday, bent over. There's a bagel place next door to my office, and one of the waitresses, oh, you're in so much pain. Go see Magic Appleton over there.
They call you Magic Appleton?
Yeah. He has those.
I love that.
He has those machines. So he came over, bent over like a pretzel, and he goes, Doc, do something, help me. When he left, he goes, you know, I think I feel better. Can I come back tomorrow? Sure, you can come back tomorrow. So he'll be in a few hours.
Okay, so tell me, what is it that's so magic?
It's really a unique way to treat people, because you don't have to inject them. You don't have to cut them. You don't have to medicate them. You don't have to have bed rest. You could do people come in and they go back to their activity. If the construction guy person comes in or an athlete, they go back and do what they were doing. You're not restricted in bed rest until it clicks in. Like a lot of times, the medical doctors will tell you, go rest for like 2 weeks and then give me a call. Well, by that time, the symptomology can get worse,
right.
and then you're really bad. And especially if you're in sciatica or you have any type of stenosis or arthritis, tendonitis, bursitis, all those itises. There's a lot of them. You have to take control of your life. The medication and the insurance companies are limiting you for getting this treatment. But it's only $120, Anita. And you're not coming to me for life. You're coming to me for a very short time. You have to dip in your pocket once in a while. If your air conditioning breaks down,
of course.
Does Medicare pay for that?
Yeah,
no.
right.
If your
dog,
we always talk about that all the time. Like, your dog's here today. If your dog is sick, you have to bring it to the vet and take your money out of your pocket and pay for it.
Exactly.
Medicare and insurance doesn't pay for it. People in America have to wake up. There's other alternatives. Yes, a lot of people go to chiropractors, and yes, people go to acupuncturists, and yes, people are learning about laser therapy.
Let me talk about laser therapy a minute, because I've been doing a little reading and research, knowing you were coming in. Do you know that the plastic surgeons and the cosmetologists and so many people for beauty are using lasers, and they're showing results. They're showing whatever laser does, it really helps. Now, you have it, of course, for the medical, and it probably is a different kind of laser, but the word laser now, it probably 20 years ago, that was not something that people talked about,
But do you know, that's very true. But do you know that in 1969, in July, when the astronauts went to the moon, they left a panel up there, besides the flag, a foot by foot by foot, a reflector. And every day, a beam from New Mexico, from the lab there, sends a laser beam to the moon.
No!
And back. And what are they doing? They're measuring the distance between the moon and the Earth, if it changes. And I think in the last 20 years,
I never heard that.
It changed by a 1 inch closer to us.
So that was maybe the very
50
first
years
laser.
ago. 50 years ago, they were doing laser,
right.
Laser therapy and laser work, and it's not going 2-3 inches into your body for pain. It's going millions of miles into the sky and back to Earth for the measurement. So yeah, it's been around a long time. But I want to do a testimonial. A testimonial.
Right.
It's early in the morning.
You have great testimonials.
It's early in the morning. So we're gonna play this one lady who she loved doing it, and she loved getting better, and she was a teacher from, I think, Ontario. So we're going to play that. So here it goes.
Hi, my name's Mariah, and I'm from Canada, assistant. And when I came to visit her, she told me about Dr. A and the cold laser therapy that he offers. I've been in chronic back pain for 22 years. I've had opioids for 22 years. I've done exercise, everything you could possibly imagine, until I came and got treated by Dr. A and the cold laser therapy that he offers. I can happily tell you for the first time in 22 years, I'm pain-free. I'm pain-free. So all I have to say is thank you so much for Dr. A, and you should try it.
That's fabulous.
But I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time. And then the patients will say, well, how come my doctor didn't recommend this? Or how come my specialist didn't recommend that to me?
But I'll bet you do have some doctors recommend you. I'll bet you do. You just don't know that. But there are doctors who absolutely, maybe they're, in other areas and they don't deal with pain. I mean, a gynecologist, for instance, if a patient...
Or a dermatologist.
Yeah, they come in and they have pain. Well, they're going to send them to you.
I've treated cardiologists.
Of
I've
course.
treated MDs. I've treated podiatrists. I treated other chiropractors. I treated teachers. You name the profession, from the ball player to the 98-year-old. I've treated everything. As a chiropractor, I'm kind of limited treating older patients, because as a chiropractor, we use our hands to manipulate the spine, put the spine back in order and in place, and realign it. As an older person, it's very delicate because the bones are very brittle.
Yeah.
This gives me a different avenue because the laser goes in and it's very passive. It doesn't do any damage. It does improvement. And I've treated so many elderly people, which is,
This must
and they
be
hug me.
wonderful for you.
They hug me. They
Yes.
come in. You know,
Yes.
again, it's $120. We're not talking about a lot of money to get better. A lot of people have taken those pills and they have thrown them away.
Yeah.
Yes, certain pills you need for for your life. I understand. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that
Well,
there's
medicines
other
for
alternatives.
pain, that's what they don't need to take. If they have to take blood pressure medication or for diabetes, it's different.
Absolutely, you got to take that.
Right,
That's
but,
very important.
But if you have pain, why don't you try it with Dr. Appleton? The results have been so astonishing, and you can see from, that's why I love him coming on the radio. He's so cute. He's so ambitious. I mean, he's so charismatic. I mean, and that's how
This is
you
why I do this show, because you're the only person that says that to me at 7:30 in the morning on Saturday.
but your patients say that. That's
No,
why
my
they
patients
come.
do say that.
That's why they
do
come,
that.
because I still believe this, that when you as a physician, you hug your patient, you're nice to your patient, that's part of the medication. You know that. That's why you've been very successful. You're a very open,
Thank you.
caring
Thank you.
person. But
My own doc, I go to a doctor here in town, and one day I said to him, "How do you feel? How are you?" He looked at me like I was an alien spaceship. What do you mean? No, how do you feel?
oh my heavens.
In my office,
Yeah.
my patients ask me that all the time.
They do?
They hug me all the time.
They say, "How do
They
you feel?"
thank me all the time. Look, I've been doing this over 30 years.
Yeah,
So
right.
I've gone through many generations.
Right.
So I treated the father when it was without the children. Then I treated the grandfather. Now they have their children, and their children come to me. Because I treat auto accidents. I treat a lot of auto accidents. And people come in, they go, "Can I get the laser for the auto accident?" Yeah, I'll do. And a lot of insurances don't pay for this, of course. So yeah, I'll do that. Even acupuncture today, most insurance companies don't pay for it. It's amazing what has happened in our society where the alternative treatments are not covered. But if you go to the hospital,
I know.
they'll do a
It's
CAT scan.
outrageous.
If you go in the emergency
Yeah.
room in a hospital anywhere, especially anywhere,
It's outrageous.
it's outrageous.
Really,
They charge you $12,000-14,000 for a CAT scan. It's like the medical society has gone crazy.
Well, let me tell you,
sad.
I have a friend who fractured her ankle. And, of course, the orthopedic surgeon did a good job and got the boot on.
Mhm.
But now she also goes, she lives on Boynton Beach, she goes to an acupuncturist to help relieve the pain. Because even though
Cool.
you are
Yes.
wearing the boot, and it really makes a
Of
difference.
course it does.
And so I think what
Apparently she doesn't want to take the pain medication.
no, she doesn't take pain medication. No, she doesn't want to take pain medication. But she is depressed.
Of course she
And,
is.
and the depression comes from the pain. I bet that's something we never talk about. When someone's in pain, it does make you very depressed because not only does it hurt, you can't do things, you can't do that. I mean, you're like become a zombie.
Every morning we wake up, and every morning we say, "Oh, a new pain." Right? Don't we say that? You wake up in the morning, you get going, you take a shower, you have your breakfast, and your body takes over where you don't feel the pain. But people wake up sometimes with so much pain. They come into me depressed. They come with me with the walkers. They come with me with the canes.
Right.
They come to my office with aids, and I look at them, and they look down, and then they bring me the book of all their therapies they've been taking, and all their testing, and their CAT scans, and their MRIs, and they say, "Can you help me? Can you help me?
Yeah.
Please help me." And I do my best to help all of them, and they smile. I get people when they smile coming out of my office. When I leave my doctor, I don't smile because he has no bedside manner whatsoever.
I know that.
Whatsoever.
That's right.
And you go to a doctor, you're not going to a comedian. My wife always says, you're not going to a comedian or a show. You're going to your doctor. Yeah, but I want him to be a human being to me.
Right.
It's like crazy. So when you come to my office, I didn't want to say 7 days a week. I would be open 7 days a week. I would be open 7 days a week. If my wife would let me, I would be open. I'm open 6 days a week, and all my colleagues out there either work 3 or 4 or 5. I work 6 because I believe you need to help patients all the time.
And I'll bet, though, in your offices that you don't have a lot of vacant hours. That I've been there, and people are just lined up, coming in. And that's why, because they they do trust you and they do know that you are there for them. I want to go back. Let's go
Okay,
back to the
okay,
pain
let's
one
go
more.
back.
Yeah, let's go back to the pain a second. When you were just doing chiropractic work, what did you do to relieve pain?
We use our hands.
And tell me about that. Tell me what you
Well,
learned.
chiropractors are, first of all, we don't do medication. We don't prescribe medication. We don't believe in medication. We believe that the body heals itself, which it does. And the body kills itself too by itself. You know that. You get a disease, the body takes over. So the body is the most important part of anything because it rules everything. So as a chiropractor, when I first started, getting adjusted, the pain went away. Without drugs, without injections. That's
so tell
amazing.
us about that. So someone has talk about what's causing the pain and what you had to do to relieve that.
Because a lot of times when a vertebra puts pressure on a nerve, the nerve goes to a muscle, and you have the pain. So people know this. Sciatica, leg pain, thigh pain. That is from a pinched nerve, or a herniation, or a bulging disc, or stenosis, or arthritis. So as a chiropractor, we do physical therapy, ultrasound, moist heat, electric muscle stim, or acupuncture to relieve the area swelling, and then we manipulate the area by putting the vertebra back in place. And over the years, that works. It does work. I do it all day long. But the laser is another adjunct that is like a miracle. But again, people have to understand, Anita, it's light therapy. And people have to understand also, you don't feel it. You don't feel it. Like when they come to me, they go, oh, am I going to feel it? No. Am I going to have a burn? No. Am I going to have rashes? No. I just had surgery on my knee. Can I have that? Yes. I had surgery on my shoulder. Will it make it heal faster? Yes. Will it burn it? No. Will it cause any adverse reactions? No. But you have to be open-minded.
That's right, because now you have the machine, they're not feeling anything, they're saying, was it really working? They almost want something to happen, right?
They want you to feel the tensing or people rubbing it. Or like
I think you have to have a drum roll.
Yeah, drum roll. It's working, ladies and gentlemen. It's like when you go to bed at night and you wake up, you know the sun's going to come up. You know that. But people have to learn and understand that there's another way. There's another alternative of getting treatment. And this is a way to get treatment. And it's safe, it's easy, it's not complicated. You just have to accept the therapy that the technology is working.
Well, we have people listening, and I want to tell some of you, what I've had with some other people is, if you want to ask questions, you can actually do it there on Facebook, and then we can answer the question.
We can do that. We can do it.
We can do it. So just, I know you're saying you're watching, but anyway, that's a good thing. All right, so let's then go back. So now, if someone comes in and they have stenosis or sciatica or something, you might still do your work as a chiropractor, and then you add the laser. Do you do both?
I do a lot. If someone gets in a car accident, which is very traumatic to the body, we do a lot. We do either full therapy or the chiropractic or the lasering or the acupuncture, whatever the patient needs. Whatever the patient needs. When you come to me, it's not like I have my blindfolds on. All right, I'm actually gonna look at you, talk to you, touch you, evaluate you, read what papers you bring to me. I'm gonna do the best to help you. And
that's why
I've done this for so long,
right.
And it's sad sometimes. I'll see a person, and I just want to help them so bad because they've been drugged, they've been in pain so long.
Yeah.
Because if you're in pain, you can't function. Your life is miserable and you're depressed. Just look outside and look how beautiful the day is.
I know, it is.
Look how beautiful the day is.
It was.
That can happen to you, internally to your body.
Yes.
But you need to take the first step. And I get the calls. Well, you didn't say Medicare. No, I did say Medicare does not cover new technology. It's not expensive. It's not a year therapy. It's not a month therapy. It could be 2-3 weeks, of course, depending on how long you have the problem. I get people coming to me, I had it for 30 years, 20 years. And what have you been doing to it?
Yeah.
Well, I can't go out to golf. I live in Palm Air. I can't go out to the bagel place anymore. I can't go to a movie. I can't see my grandchildren. I can't go on a plane. Can't.
Terrible,
You can
right?
though, but you can.
Terrible.
You can because you need to help yourself.
And something that I think we should say is the first time you have a little pain, don't wait for it to get harder. It's harder to treat. If you have
Very
it,
true.
just start immediately. All of a sudden you wake up and you have a twisted arm or something. And I will tell you, years ago, before I knew you, I don't know what happened.
There was a time before.
Yeah,
me?
there was. I couldn't see. I can raise my arm
yes.
now. All of a sudden I woke up. I couldn't raise it higher than this. So someone said, well, I didn't know what to do. They said, go to this chiropractor because he uses. It was at the very beginning. It wasn't the kind of laser you have, but it was something. So So it took 5 times, and I paid.
Right.
5 times he used the heat, and then he used this little machine. Maybe it was a 10. I don't know what it was, and it did leave. Now,
Right.
what if I didn't take care of it? It could freeze that way, couldn't
frozen
it?
shoulder.
So
a
talk
frozen
about
shoulder,
that.
A frozen. We talk about all these things, taking care of things right away. If you have a roof leak in your roof, that's a little stain. It'll be okay. Oh, it's a little bigger now. And then it gets really bad. If you take care of it right away, like anything, if you have 3 good tires and 1 bad tire, that 1 bad tire is going to affect the other 3 ones, correct?
Yes.
You take care of that, right? If your dog has a problem, you're going to take care of the dog. If your child has a problem, you're going to do anything for that child. But when it comes to adults, I'll leave it go. I'll take Advil 18 times a day. I'll ruin my liver and my stomach, and I'll have other problems from it. But if you don't take care of it right away, it's quick. Like I have miracles. People come into me, they play golf at Palmyra or tennis, and they sprain their shoulder like you have, and I'll do 1 or 2 lasers. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Now they wait 4 or 5 months. Now the range of motion is like Frankenstein, where you can't walk, you can't move, you can't turn, you can't twist. Now you go from my work into the orthopedic. Call me. We have to go over a number soon, so don't worry, America.
Oh, no, I want to do that.
We will give you the numbers.
Okay, all right, why don't you give the number? I love when you do it.
Phone number. You love when I do
Sorry.
it. Because one thing less you got. You're funny.
No, you do it. Sorry.
954-973-0710. I am next to Palmyra, 1215 South Powerline Road. Open Monday through Saturday. Closed on Sunday. So if you want to call my office, you want to talk to me further, you want to come in, free consultation. I'm never going to charge you. If I can't help you, we'll say goodbye as friends. But there is a chance I could help you.
Yes, it's Dr. PHILLIP Appleton, the great name, Appleton, Appleton, and he is located there. But we know that people come from all over. We can say that he's right in the Palmyra area, but I brought someone from West Palm Beach down there. People are coming up from South Broward.
Absolutely.
Listen, if
people
I
travel.
were in pain, I would run. I wouldn't even walk. I'd run if I could to come to get you. I don't understand when people think I'll just take a hot bath and it'll help my pain. It's so simple. Even one session with you, and it might take 2 or 3, but I can't believe that people would be in pain and not go do this.
Because if it's not covered by their Medicare,
they
put a wall up. They put a wall up. Like I have people come into my office, I explain to them, I really want to start. Oh no, take it. I'm sorry. And I really want to help them, but you got to help yourself. You got to. Publix doesn't give you food to you because you have Medicare. Or anybody else. You have to take advantage of me, and you have to do what you need to do for yourself. Get out of pain. Bye pain. Call me. Visit me.
Give your
Look
number
me up.
one more time. I love when you
954-973-0710. I'm open at 9 o'clock today till 12, which is Saturday.
Thank you.
And I'm open every day of the week except Sunday. Come see me. Call me.
Right, and we'll see Dr.
Bye pain.
We'll hear Dr. Appleton again later on this month. Thank you, Dr.
I'll be back.
Appleton.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Bye.